Joining me now is Employbridge Chief Workforce Analyst Joanie Bily and Ziprecruiter Chief Economist Julia Pollak. Good to see you both. Thank you for being here. Julia, first to you, is this just the beginning of a major downsizing of the tech sector?
So we've seen labor force conditions rapidly deteriorate in tech in the last few months since the Fed started raising interest rates and stock prices started falling. Valuations in tech companies have gone into reverse about 4 or 5 years. So far, reversals in headcount have only gone back a couple of months. So to put that Meta layoff in perspective, 11,000 layoffs announced today or yesterday, compared to about 15,000 jobs added each year the past few years. So this is not such a huge layoff yet. We're talking about tens of thousands of people at a time when layoffs and firings across the U.S. economy are lower by about 500,000 than they were before the pandemic.
But I just want to stick with you, Julia, for a second, because there is a worldwide recession that's coming. I mean, despite the wishes of President Biden, he's not going to wish this recession away. It's clear that the world is going to be contracting over the next year. And tech sector, just look at what's happening with NASDAQ. It's gone from 16,000 down to 10,000 now. I mean, there is a contraction coming.
And there is downstream pain already being felt in related industries. So one thing that happened when tech companies started to feel uncertain about the outlook is that they cut advertising spending. We're seeing advertising agencies laying off staff, and we're seeing media organizations that rely on that advertising spending get nervous and come up with contingency plans as well. So yes, this is not the end of it. Many other industries will be affected, but for now, the pain on Wall Street and in Silicon Valley is largely being offset by continued strength and resilience on Main Street.
Well, Joanie, the fact is that Main Street is also going into a very tight mode as a result of inflation. People are going through their savings in order to pay for what they need. And these jobs in particular, these high-tech jobs, they're very high-paying jobs manned by folks who really thought that they were recession-proof, right? I mean, this must come as a shock to them.
Yes, David, it still is a very strong job market today. So for the people that are being laid off in the tech sector, they can take their skills, their experience. For the most part, they are going to be in demand. And there's tremendous amount of job opportunities still in healthcare, in the professional business service sector. There's jobs, in manufacturing sector, construction. So we are still seeing strength in the overall employment market. The JOLTS report was just released November 1st and actually saw an increase. We have 10.7 million open jobs when you look at online job postings. So it is a very interesting time. I think these layoffs are very contained in the tech sector. And then I will also tell you the mortgage sector is where we also see layoffs.
But, Joanie, I'm talking to a lot of venture capitalists that deal with Silicon Valley. They say that particularly with interest rates going up, we are seeing the death of a lot of ventures. I mean, 70%, according to some people, of these new ventures have been canceled because they can't afford the financing costs.
Yes, and we will continue to see that, David. You're absolutely right. I mean, it's hitting the tech sector the hardest. Many of those companies are not profitable, so investors are definitely tightening the purse strings. And I think these companies will have to look at layoffs. They're going to have to cut budgets. They're going to have to kind of refine their strategies and their priorities to get themselves through the next year, to 2 years. But overall, I don't think it is so grim yet. I still think there's a pretty good job market out there, which does baffle economists right now, because it really is a tale of kind of two stories here with very high inflation, but we're still not seeing unemployment rise, and labor participation is still very, very low. So truly, we need to get more people back to work right now.
That's absolutely true. We certainly do. Joanie and Julia, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate it.